Let's talk about climate change. People are calling it the crisis of our time, and it is.
Climate change.
Climate
changes.
Very good day, doctor and my fellow friends. My name is Marvin. My metric number is AF200102, and the topic that I'm going to talk about today is climate change, causes, effects, and solutions. So, climate change, this is the topic that often adorns the newspaper headlines, magazine covers, radio funnels, TV screen, and is a hot topic that is growing from a stall by the roadside to a certain office in a concrete jungle. So in this era of globalization, climate change is a very heated topic. So what is climate change? Climate change refers to the long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. So these shifts may be natural, such as through variations in the solar cycle, but since the 1800s, since human civilization, human activities have been the main driver of climate change. So primarily due to the burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil and gas for transport and industrialization. So burning fossil fuels generate greenhouse gas emissions, so which acts as a blanket wrapped around the earth, so trapping the sun's heat and raising temperatures globally. So examples of greenhouse gas emissions that are causing climate change include carbon dioxide and, most importantly, methane. So these come from using gasoline for driving a car or coal for heating in a certain building. So for example, cleaning land and forests also release carbon dioxide. So landfills for garbage are a major cause for methanic emissions. Rearing animals in farms such as cows, goats also release tons of methane gas. So energy, industry, transport, buildings and agriculture are among the main drivers for climate change. Alright, so right now I'm going to go through the causes of climate change very briefly. So burning fossil fuels, cutting down trees and farming livestock are increasingly influencing the climate and the Earth's temperature. So this adds enormous amounts of greenhouse gases to those naturally occurring in the atmosphere, increasing the greenhouse effect and global warming. So what is global warming? So global warming, from 2011 to 2020, it was recorded that it was the warmest decade in mankind history. So with global average temperature reaching 1.1 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels in 2019. So human-induced warming, global warming, is presently increasing at a rate of 0.2 degrees Celsius per decade. This is very alarming numbers for us. So an increase of 2 degrees Celsius compared to the temperature in pre-industrial is associated with serious negative impacts to the natural environment and human health as well as well-being. So including a much higher risk that dangerous and possibly catastrophic changes in the global environment will occur. So for this reason, the international community, a lot of NGOs and organizations, they have recognized that it needs to keep warming well below 2 degrees Celsius and pursue efforts to limit it to 1.5 degrees Celsius. And there are many reasons for rising emissions, such as burning coal, oil and gas, cutting down forests, deforestation, which is happening a lot for urbanization, and increasing livestock farming, as the majority of human population are non-vegan. So as we consume more meat, more animals need to be reared, and this increases the methane emission. Last but not least is the fluorinated gases. Fluorinated gases are, for example, CFC, which contained in refrigerators, sprays, aerosols. So the increase in consumption of these materials will increase fluorinated gases emission. Alright, so we are moving on to the solutions on how to curb climate change and how to restore Earth's nature. So first up is we have to invest in renewable energy. So when I say renewable energy, I mean like technologies like solar, wind, wave, tidal and geothermal power. So changing our main energy sources to clean and renewable energy is the best way to stop using fossil fuels. So as you can see, there are many hybrid cars on the road right now. So this is a step further to restoring Earth's nature. Besides that, we can switch to sustainable transport, and we can improve farming and encourage vegan free diets. So as you can see, as the number of animals reared in farms are increasing, we are releasing the methane emission, which is a prime cause for climate change, as methane gas is one of the greenhouse effect gases. So as we become vegan, we will be able to reduce the number of animals reared, and this would decrease methane emission. As for the conclusion of climate change, around the world, millions of us are taking steps to defend our climate. Tens of thousands of schools, strikers and people from all walks of the life have taken to the streets demanding a solution to climate emergency. Over the years, Greenpeace has challenged the oil companies chasing new fossil fuels to extract and burn. We've also called out the UK government to their failure to act as fast as enough as climate emergency. So we humans have been given a huge responsibility to restore Earth's beauty, and we hold a bigger responsibility as we are the prime causes of climate change. So if we don't act, who is going to act? So emergencies, immediate actions are needed to be taken in order to save Earth. Thank you.